All they do is yap, 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 all out the mouth. I don't understand what you really talking about. If you ain't talking about the dollar, what you talking about? All they do is yap.
Welcome to the Generational Talk, the podcast. This is the eldest child of my camp. Did you say camp?
Yeah, it's camp.
Litter. Not a litter, because I don't have a litter. Of my
No.
camp. Asante's in the building.
And this is the eldest in the household right here. Hey, this is my father right here, man.
Yes, sir.
This is the man, the main man right here. Yeah, the one on the mug.
See the mug?
Yeah.
We didn't make a big deal of them last time, but we sipping on something.
Grey Goose.
No, I ain't got no Grey. I got juice. Goose juice. In the mugs. Just a real quick update. The samples came in for the t-shirts. They wasn't a business. I couldn't imagine someone buying these and been happy with it. So quality was real thin. So we're going with a whole nother printer. So we'll keep you guys updated. But what did come, like all the accessories are good, like this phone case and the mugs. So we have a distributor for the mugs and phone cases as of now, but not anything for t-shirts yet.
I'm trying to get a phone case.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get one. I just wish it was the right phone.
Yeah. And what we're going to do is we'll start announcing it more, but we're going to do like a toy drive for Christmas. We want to try. Our small goal is to at least help 20 families. But if we exceed that, then that's awesome. And we're going to use not just the proceeds. We're going to use everything that comes in from our merch to fund that. And then we're also going to have other sponsors as well. We're working on that, getting some nonprofits out and stuff like that. So, but we'll be giving more information about that in the weeks to come. And that's the big reason for our merch. It's not for our gain. We like to give back, and that's a form of us giving back. Speaking of giving back, we're going to do it at the end of this episode. We were supposed to do it last week, but we didn't. We're going to announce everyone that's going to get the mug. We said we're getting 6. I don't know how many people
6.
we got in there, but we'll go through the comments towards the end of the episode and let that be that.
Yeah. Can't wait to see who won some mugs.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, if you not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm loving the conversations, man. I'm loving the conversations in the comments. Although he can't make any comment about the comments because he's not in the comments. And so I'll be the one talking about the comments. You know what I mean?
Be trying to play me. I'm in the comments a little bit,
He's
all right?
in the comment.
I'm in.
You're in the comment.
I be in there.
You may be in there looking, but you're playing hooking. That was corny.
Yeah.
No. You're playing hooky from the comments, man. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at. But I'm enjoying everyone that's coming in. As if you know, right now, I respond to everyone. I'm responding to everyone. And it's fun, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a lot, so I don't do it right away because I have to process mentally, to do that. And that's exactly what we're talking about on this episode, mental health, which has become a big component of conversations, nowadays because it is important. And, we have to really think of it as important. And so that, we can be aware of it, and we have to start taking care of ourselves a little bit better. And it's okay to talk to people. You know what I mean? And I think that's the block of just talking to someone and having them all in your business. And I think sometimes it gets in the way of talking to someone and you don't want them in your business because you know that person.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that we are kind of conditioned to talk to people that we don't know and let them all in our business, but the people that we do know and that care about us, we don't want them all in our business.
I think it's easier to tell someone you don't know, like a therapist, is because you're not going to go home, you're not going to see that person again until you go back to him again for some help. But as opposed to like your family member, you talk to your family member, you see them all the time, or even when you do see them, it's almost like you think that they think when they see you, all they're gonna think is about that problem or that mental problem that you had going on.
That motherfucker over there with them issues. Stay away from him.
Yeah, so
don't say nothing to him. That's, that kind of shit.
So I think it's easier to talk to someone.
It's easier, but I mean, that defeats it because I was gonna say, you just have to know and find those people that you can talk to, But I think it's there, but sometimes we just don't want to take that chance of fucking up that relationship or kind of putting a disturbance in there. Everything's going smooth, so I don't want to tell them that I'm having problems, mentally. Or, sometimes we don't even consider it mental problems, because it's just like, oh, this is my problem, so I'm going to deal with it. I don't want to put the burden on anyone else, but that becomes stressful, and therefore it becomes a mental health issue, and we don't even understand that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of a weird one in the sense of how do we address those situations if we're conditioned to not?
I don't know. To me, that's a tricky question because it's almost like if you try to deal with it on your own, are you really going to get anywhere with it?
I mean, that's the logical way of thinking, but for instance, like we're raised to, well, the majority of us in the, and I'm speaking for inner city kids and, Compton, Los Angeles, Watts, any inner city, Pasadena. A lot of people don't think there's inner city in Pasadena, but just go out there and drive around a little bit, and you'll see it's not all about the Rose Parade and the Rose Bowl. But but we're conditioned to don't be soft, don't be crying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why you whining about that? Get over it. You know what I'm saying? Fix yourself. And I think that if you're not, if someone's not in your life that's helping you to let you know that, oh, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? To think that, oh, it's okay to be this way, or, oh, that's not, don't sweep that under the rug. You need to deal with that. That's an issue. We're not aware that this is an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because it's stress is, sometimes we overlook stress. A lot of times we overlook stress. You know what I mean? Because I know for me, I'm like, oh, it's just, stress is just like this thing where, oh, I got this test.
Where you got too much going on all at the same time.
Yeah, but not even that, because we don't even, when is the last time you was like, oh, I got too much going on at once. I'm just overwhelmed.
More often than you think.
No, I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, like at work, when I'm given different tasks and they all need to be completed at a certain time, by the end of the night, it could be a lot. And sometimes it's a lot mentally just to even think about it. No, I mean,
I understand that. That's work though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just like, you have to figure out a way to make that work because it's work. You know what I mean? You have to find a better way that it's gonna still be beneficial to your job, but something that's a process that works smooth for you. You ever go on these jobs and there's just people that's been there for a long time, they're like, oh, don't do it that way, let's try it this way, it'll be much easier and fast, because they figured out a system. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good form of dealing with stress. Someone helping you out deal with this stress. But I'm saying, when's the last time in your personal life outside of work or work included, you're like, oh, I just got too much going on. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
It's almost always work.
Yeah, but you have a lot going on.
Right.
So, what I guess the question I'm asking is, or the point I'm trying to make is that we don't consider shit like that stress. It's just like, oh, I just got to figure out how to make this work or how to make this happen. And that's a form of stress. You know what I'm saying? So if you're driven, goal driven, and you're like, you have to complete this, and then you don't, you're down on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, why didn't I do that? Or why couldn't I do that? I should have been able to, you know what I mean? And that plays with your mental.
Almost like, oh, I should have done this instead of that. Oh, I could have done better.
Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Exactly.
There's no...
But you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, like, you got to move on from that. And sometimes it's hard to move on from that because it was a goal of yours that wasn't completed and that wasn't met. So now it's fucking with your mental. Like, damn, am I even capable of doing this shit? You know what I'm saying? Or should I even be doing this? Or maybe I should try something else. Maybe you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. There are a lot of people who think that way. Like the statistics, it's 1 in 5 adults, suffer from some sort of mental,
and that's
something. That's
a big number.
1 in 5. Yeah.
And it's crazy because we don't look at stuff as issues until we hear it as an issue.
Until someone tells you it's an issue.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, it's like...
Because at first it's just a normal state of being.
Yeah, like, I just got to figure this out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a man now, so...
And then someone comes along like, you okay? Listen, I'm noticing you're having some trouble. This is a lie, for you. This is...
Not even that. Because that's weird to someone that's conditioned and grew up to where, what are you talking about? That's that white shit. You know what I'm saying? Or... No, like, it's not a problem. It's just, I just gotta, your inside is like, I'm a man. I gotta figure this out. You know what I'm saying? I can't be crying over this shit.
Right.
I can't be dwelling over it. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring that soft shit around me. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
That's weird. Majority of people will never get approached like that. Because the people that will talk to you like that are scared of you. Because of where you come from and because of how you carry yourself and how you were raised. You know what I'm saying? So people don't talk like that. So what I'm saying is we'll hear it on someone else. Like, it'll be a drastic thing. Like, the first time I heard somebody kill themselves because they were stressed, I'm like, I can't relate to that. That's crazy.
Right.
So we're like, oh, that he had to be crazy. But now that you're hearing about it more, and there's more awareness, you're like, something was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we talked about it before, but how you can see or hear this person killed all these people, and then you go back and they show like the baby pictures, or they show how he was while he was growing up, and you're like I would never think that guy would be
like a normal happy baby,
So where did it go wrong, or something happened?
Life,
but we all go through it. It's just that I don't even know if it depends on the people. Well, it does depend on the people that you surround yourself with.
It does.
And your support group. And that can be anybody. You know what I mean? Your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your cousins, your brother, your sister, your friends, your girlfriend, anybody can be your support system. And everybody don't have to give 100% of your support, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because everybody don't know how to give 100% of support because they don't know what you're going through.
Right.
But you can find support from all of these people that can keep you grounded and keep you,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, on a balanced condition of health mentally, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't have that because a lot of people, well, some people, I'm trying not to say a lot and all of that stuff, but you know, the majority of people that are in these mental health situations are unhealthy mentally. They don't have the support system because no one talks to each other about that, and this is too much. You too much in my business. I'm just got to figure it out.
I think pride has.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of pride.
Yeah.
You know, to just want to like push away someone who wants to help you or wants to talk to you about what's going on.
That's a big one. Pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, pride is something else. And we all have it. We all have it. Like, you know, sometimes we'll be in certain situations where you're like, you know, I don't care if what they're saying is right. I don't want it to be. And I'm not going to let them know that this is what's affected me. So I'm just going to deny it. My pride's going to make me deny it. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm not going through nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
And I think when people are going through a lot, you know, and it really starts to take a toll on their mental, they start turning to other things to kind of ease it, but at the same time they're kind of making it worse. Now I'm talking about like controlled substances or like just drinking an absurd amount, you know.
Because something has to make you feel better.
Something has
to.
But I don't think those are the answers.
It's probably not the answer, but something. I'm saying something has to fill that void of. I don't want to be feeling like this. What can I do? Something has to get me. You know what I'm saying? And there's the controlled substance.
Right. I mean, there are medications that kind of like help you get through whatever you got going on. But I think some people just take it to the absolute extreme, you know, and just.
But we don't know. Like, there's some controlled substances that work. You know, like this marijuana. It's come a long way, man. Like when you hear old people using it that you never thought would do anything. You know, the fact that it comes in forms of pills now, gummies, and you know, there's different types of CBD and THC. You know what I'm saying? There are different effects and shit like that. I might have got the acronyms wrong, but y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, I sure don't. You know, I knew about gummies. I didn't know they came in a pill form. That's news to me. I didn't know that.
I might be wrong, but I'm just saying they come in forms where you don't have to smoke it too much. You can bake it in cookies. You can bake it in brownies. You know, you could you know, and sometimes it's good for recovery. I'm surprised you haven't even had any CBD yet. You know what I'm saying? You probably have and don't know it, but you know, some CBD is used in a lot of treatment nowadays, you know, for a lot of stuff. But you know, I'm not a specialist, so I can't be sitting here talking like I know the difference of THC and CBD. But I've heard of CBD in some oils that, you know, you can put on, and it's all kind of stuff. CBD is out there. CBD out there.
It's out there.
And but like I was saying that to say some controlled substances are
beneficial,
very beneficial.
Right.
And you know, they may help, but just like you said, you know, some people can turn to it for the wrong reasons.
Or even if they go to it for the right reason, they could just take it way too far, take more than necessary.
You're like, man, I gotta roll up another blunt, man. You just smoked one. Just need another one.
By that point, he forgot he had one.
Yeah,
you know,
be like, nigga, what the fuck was I smoking for? That's good. That's good. You had mental issues, but now you're good.
But 1 in 5 adults in America, that literally blows my mind. That makes me think like anyone in your circle could be going through something.
Yeah. Because I remember the first time I heard, well, I don't exactly remember the date, but when I first heard someone committed suicide, I'm like, how? it didn't register like it's possible to do that and to feel like that when you're young.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get older and you're like, damn, something makes people feel that way to where I just can't do this. I'm out of here.
I think it's extreme pressure from just life. I think
that's pressure.
It's so many things piled on top of each other. It could be, it could be your job, it could be family, it could be these bills, it's everything.
Bills are heavy. Bills are heavy. And I'm just going to say that if some people are out there dealing with bills and they're being stressed about people calling them, wanting the money, there's nothing to stress about if you ain't got it anyway. You know what I mean? I think it's just one of those things where it's just be like, hey, man, it's a bad situation. I ain't got it. And just remember, the people that's calling you are probably in the same situation you're in. So, just don't let people put that type of pressure on you, especially in that, like, bill shit. Like, what are you going to do? You don't have it.
Right.
It's
not just going to magically appear.
Yeah. I don't care how many times you call me or how many times you say, hey, I don't care what you're saying. If what you're saying is not going to produce that money, then I don't know why.
Right.
I don't know why you're calling me.
Why are we talking?
Yeah. Let me call you back when I get it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'll call you.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
So I think the older I get, the more I don't allow that kind of stuff to stress me out because it's just stuff, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take care of the essentials: a place to stay, food, and then the bills.
And then the bills.
Yeah. And sometimes some bills are even more important than your car. So it's like, because I can still get around if I don't have a vehicle. You know what I mean?
Right.
So sometimes that might be the first thing to go.
Man, I think because I think I know a few people who actually suffer from anxiety, and they say it's like so just kind of like using work as an example, because I do work with someone who does have anxiety. They say like when the workflow is way too fast and they're struggling to keep up, their brain just like short circuits. Like they just completely like break down. They start to cry, start sweating, and they're not really doing anything.
Are they diagnosed with anything?
That I'm not sure. They just said that I'm just gonna say he just said that he just suffers from extreme anxiety. Like anything could really like tip him over.
So he's been diagnosed with something.
Most likely, yeah.
He take pills and stuff?
That I don't know. I'm not that deep in his personal life.
Is it somebody you work with?
Not closely, but like we work in the same department.
Hey. You gotta ask questions, bro. You gotta ask questions. Like if you're giving me that type of information, something about me is making you comfortable to tell me this stuff. I'm gonna ask, because you want to be aware of his mental.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, well,
you can see. No, I'm saying you can see something that you can prevent. You could be like, oh, I know this motherfucker gets crazy over that, so let me check him out. You good down there? I'm just checking on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you see something like, let me go help him.
And that's what happens, most of the time. But these days they place him on a support role where he doesn't really have to work with a fast pace.
Oh, so they know. The job knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that type of shit, it's alarming and scary at the same time, because you're like, I don't want this motherfucker to flip out or go through anything, you know what I'm saying, at work while I'm here, you know what I'm saying? And then with you doing that, you can kind of, you're probably giving support for the rest of the day type situation or the rest of the week. I mean, sometimes people really don't know what they're doing or how they're helping someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I try my best because I don't like dipping into people's personal lives too much, especially at work. You know, I like to keep work and separate,
Hey, you
work and
didn't-
home separate.
You
know?
didn't dip in there. He pulled you in. He
Kinda,
gave you the
you
info.
know.
You didn't ask for the info. He gave you the info.
Well, okay, so it started because like I asked him like, why are you're a part of our group, but like why are you always doing like this other type of work? And
Oh,
like,
so you hit him with the why you doing the slow stuff?
basically.
Yeah.
And then I was given this information. I'm like, oh, okay, makes sense.
Also, he's diagnosed with something.
Yeah, so
You're being nice, so he's probably
yeah.
he's probably something. He probably has that he got like the syndrome.
No.
No?
He just says he just has anxiety. You know. So I'm like, okay, well shit.
Alright.
That's why on a fast day he's always doing something else. On a slow day, he's helping us.
They were like, get Sammy out of here.
Get
He
him out
can't
of
he
here.
can't handle this fast shit. We because he gonna fuck up the production line. Get him out of here.
That's really what they probably be thinking too.
Hey.
Or like
Hey.
before they even come in for the day, like hey, it's gonna be a good day. So get him off the line.
Yeah,
He-
Sammy
he got-
in? Sammy come in?
he-
Shit, we gotta get him. Put him in the paper department over there dealing with tissues and shit.
not the paper department. But yeah, no, he's like it's scary. Anxiety, it's scary. Cause like
Have you ever experienced it?
yes,
Did you? So when you experienced it for the first time, and you only knew you experienced it because somebody kind of explained to you what it was, do you
Okay,
think
so-
back and was like, damn, I've been going through this shit?
okay, so not like that. This only happened to me once, and I didn't know that a large amount of caffeine could trigger an anxiety attack.
Mm.
I had a 5-hour energy, extra strength, so it's like 280 milligrams
On
of,
an empty stomach. Go ahead.
on an empty stomach. Because this is it's like 2 a.m. I still got 3 hours of work to go, so I'm dragging my feet hard. So I'm like, took the whole thing as a shot. And I'm like, for a little while, I'm feeling good. For like 30 minutes, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. I'm working, doing my thing. And then like went to break for 15 minutes. And while I'm in the break room just sitting down, like kind of like coming down from that high, I'm like, just thinking to myself, something feels weird, something feels off, right? Like, and then I stand up, the room starts to like shift. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, so I walk back to my station, and I keep having to stop working. I'm just like what is happening? Like I start sweating, right? And for some reason I can't catch my breath.
Mm.
And I literally get down to one knee, and I'm just like, oh my god, like what is happening? I can't catch my breath. Like I shit, I started to cry, but not because I was scared. Like it just started happening. I'm just like not bawling, but like my tears started just coming down. So I'm like,
You
oh my
crying?
god. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is? I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, I'm really losing my breath. Like I'm panting. I'm like I can't breathe. I'm like, I literally felt like I was gonna die.
That's why you were crying. Don't say because I was scared. You were scared. This is it.
No,
I'm dying at work.
the tears came before I thought I was gonna
Oh.
die. But towards the end, I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
I'm texting my girl. I'm texting my mom. But where they're at, it's like late at night already. They sleep. I'm like, I'm gonna die alone in a warehouse. This shit ain't fun.
That's what you text him? What was you texting him?
I was telling like, hey, like I think I need help. And she was asleep. But I called her too. I was calling. She finally picked up. I'm like, hey, I don't know what's happening, but I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, it was real.
That's crazy. That's a
was
scary
real.
situation. If you're telling someone that you're about to die,
Yes.
and just imagine how you feel and how they feel
Hearing it.
hearing it.
Yes. That's till this day I tell her like, hey, that's literally how I felt. Like my heart was beating out of my chest. I was sweating profusely. I couldn't catch my breath. And I'm like, I felt like
Profusely he was.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
like it stayed like that for like an hour. Like I had to go to like the what would you call it, the nurse's office.
Yeah,
I
you went to
guess.
the nurse's office at work.
Yeah, and they gave me an ice pack and told me to lay down. I'm like, what is that gonna do? It's not doing
It
anything
helped.
for me. I came down from whatever that was. It took like a whole hour. And I'm like, ugh. But yeah,
But this is my thing. So you were calling them and texting them. There was no one around you?
my job, it's like you kind of work on your own. you're like, you could be in an area where it's just you by yourself doing your job.
So, are you? So you work in the warehouse.
I work in the warehouse.
Do you ever take stuff out to the floor? Or no.
Out to the floor? What do you mean?
So it's not even a store near you. It's just a warehouse preparing for trucks to come pick the stuff up.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. It was some scary bit. Till this day, I've never had another 5-hour energy.
Yeah.
I know I could always take it slowly, but I'm just like, I don't need
There's no
that.
reason.
I just don't need it anymore.
You don't even know if you can take it slowly. Why? Why would you even take that chance?
Because I've had them in the past.
So what?
Where I would just like sip on it. But that night, I
See?
was so tired that
Okay.
I
Go
took
ahead.
the whole
Keep
thing.
saying. But do you see how someone can turn to substances? Because you're making it okay. You already had a situation to where you're like, damn, something's wrong. I should not be taking this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your body's telling you, this doesn't belong here.
It,
and now you're saying, oh, if I just drink it slow.
So, but that's what it was. It was too much caffeine all in one go. That's what it was.
I'm just saying, it could be too much heroin at one time. But, so I overdosed, but they brought me back. So now I just don't have to take so much.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
With me, no, go ahead.
No, I get you. I
Yeah.
really get you. But I'm just like, you comparing, heroin with caffeine.
But I'm saying they're both addictive.
Mm-hmm. They are.
And I'm creating a parallel on how someone can make excuses, because the fact that you saying it's only caffeine, this addict is saying it's only heroin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they treating heroin like you treating the caffeine. Oh, well, if I don't take as much, then I won't.
Yeah.
So you're like, if I don't drink it that fast. But with me, with you telling me, I've heard stories about coffee. I heard stories about a 5-hour energy drink. Man, it had me jittery. I don't need it. I don't
Not
need
for
it.
you.
The reason I don't drink coffee, and I love the smell of coffee. It tastes weird to me.
The smell of coffee is just amazing.
I love the smell of it, but I had a teacher. She used to smoke cigarettes and drink coffee, and her breath was horrible. It's like, I'm never drinking that shit. Whatever's in there, I'm never drinking it. But I don't need to experience shit sometimes. I can experience through
stories. Yeah.
and through other people.
Yeah.
Don't drink 5-hour energy drink. Cool. Not gonna do it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it.
I think I can't remember. I'm gonna see if my bro will be in the comments, but his daughter, and I don't know if just her did it or if just she did it. I just her. All of a sudden I can't speak. Who taught me how to spoke? But I don't know if I think it was. I can't remember, but they took 5-hour energy drinks. This is. I think we were at the store. I think it was. I forget who it was, but I think we were in the store, and they were like, "I'll take one." And we were like, "No, you won't. Y'all be up all night taking that." So they took them. And you telling me that story makes me feel bad, because if I would have heard that story, I'd been like, "Hell no, y'all not taking that.
Yeah.
That's drugs." You know what I'm saying?
They took the whole thing
Took
at
it.
once? At once?
I think so.
Oh.
They were up.
Yeah. They were up.
Yeah. But yeah, that kind of stuff. I don't play with that stuff, man. I remember I took so I used to work this job to where we went in at 6 and got off at 6. So we went at 6 at night and got off at 6.
That was my same job that I used to have at Target. But go on.
But I mean, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Cuz you get that overtime, but this was like a medical type facility. We used to make like basically blood filters for I think kidney patients or cancer patients or something. So it was a cool little situation where it was just a slow situation. Like it's a line of us sitting down, and one of us have to go and grab this wheel that makes this fibers type stuff on the wheel, and then we wrap it and put tape on it, and then we take it over to this place and cut it, and it's the filter that's going into this thing. But however, I needed to after work I had a studio session with some artists that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, damn, I gotta be up,
Yeah.
So I remember going to the gas station, and they had this thing called Killer Bee.
That's still a thing.
You seen them Killer Bees?
All the time at work.
So I took a Killer Bee, didn't eat shit. Took a Killer Bee.
You messed up.
And I just remember feeling like man, I'm not feeling well,
Yeah.
So after the session, I went to lay down, and I'm thinking I'm asleep this whole time. I really felt sleep. I was relaxed. I was just in it, but my eyes was wide open, and the only reason I knew my eyes was wide open because
the light from the car.
the light from the
outside.
car pulled
Yeah.
up, and I was like, "Nigga, I've been up the whole time." That's when you check. You're like, "I'm up." I'm like,
And
man,
you
this
thought
is
you was
crazy.
dreaming this entire time.
Man, I thought I was out, pitch black, till that car pulled up. I was like, "This is crazy." Ever since then, I've never took an energy anything.
You said I'm gonna go to sleep when my body tells me to go
Man,
to
it's
sleep.
Time to go to sleep. Time to go to sleep. Can't go to sleep. Gotta do something.
That's crazy.
Gotta do something.
But yeah, I could see. I definitely have experienced firsthand how substances can play a negative role on your mental.
Yeah. But that anxiety is something else, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
I never really knew it was a thing until I met somebody that said, "Yeah, I have strong anxiety." I'm like, "What is that?"
I would never want to go through that again.
I used to downplay it, like, "Nah, you'll never. Ain't nobody got no anxiety over fucking." I forgot what it was. Always something silly like that gives you anxiety. Like, that can't give you that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna make you trip like that, Until I was seeing it firsthand. Like, damn, he really got anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Anxiety is a motherfucker.
I think some kids have anxiety,
Hell yeah.
like separation anxiety.
I mean, that's a thing for sure.
Yeah. I was gonna say, have you ever dropped any of us off at school and we just weren't having it, or dropped us off anywhere and we were just like, "No, take me with you"?
No.
No.
Not that extreme. It was probably like a look back, like, you just really gonna leave me? That's what we doing? Damn. I guess I gotta go make friends,
Dang.
I know for a long time Jay had a problem with playing with other kids type situation, because he always wanted me to play. And my big ass be on the fucking playground and shit. But then when other kids come, I'm like, I'll play with them, make a friend.
Yeah. The other kids are weird.
Yeah.
That's what he was thinking.
But then when he did make, then it's like, oh, this is my friend. I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow, And I'm like, at first I used to worry, like, damn, is he ever gonna be comfortable playing with kids? But
Yeah. He's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
that shit got old fast. I'm like, this is what friends are, man. You play with them, and you don't always have to depend on your dad to be going down slides and shit.
Going down a 3-foot slide.
Yeah, because sometimes, to be honest, parents take their kids to the park to just chill.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go do all that running,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then, you got me on slides and shit that I'm oversized for. It's like, are you sure you can't just play with them, man?
Yeah.
Somebody your own size.
Someone who's 2 feet tall, just like you.
Yeah.
Go out there and do it.
But yeah, the
Anxiety.
no, not even. I'm just talking about mental, man. It's a crazy thing to fathom. Like, there's disorders out there that fucks with your mental. And if we don't really talk about it and discuss it, then we don't know what it is. We're feeling weird. That's why, back in the day, like someone would be like, "What's going on with you?" You'd be like, "I don't know."
Like you just kind of out of it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just, I can't even explain it. And we looking at it like, oh, this nigga weird. But that's probably what you was going through. Something that you can't explain. Because we don't talk about it and we're not aware of it, like being a problem. And I think it plays a little bit of, it plays a role being that we were raised that way a little bit, but more often than not, it's one of them things, man. We don't know about it because we don't talk about it.
Right.
And I just think more people out there need to talk about it and, let's not be scared to share. If you're going through something, kind of find a way to, to
verbalize it.
To verbalize it and talk about it. And if you see somebody that may be acting different, ask them. You know what I'm saying? Like that one commercial. It's funny to me, but, it's a real commercial. Be like, hey, you haven't been yourself lately. Are you okay? No one's going to say that, but,
right.
That's a good way.
So kind of like bipolar disorder.
I really see bipolar. I really don't understand all the way because someone tried to call me bipolar one time, and I was just like, "No, bitch."
So I don't know too much about, but I think it's like when like someone who's just naturally like outgoing, like fun, silly, whatever, but like one day it's just kind of like mellow, kind of quiet, kind of reserved to their self. I think that's what they mean by kind of like bipolar, or how in one moment you're perfectly fine. You're interacting with everyone, and then the next moment you're just quiet, you're just by yourself, just being quiet.
I think that just out of nowhere, you're just like, or you can be how I see, and that's what confuses me about it because you can be, like right now, upbeat, and then next thing you know, you're just like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Why are you talking to me? Like, that's what I thought bipolar was, But I guess it could be a just an up and down type situation. Right. Like no one never knows which way you're coming or who's coming. Is this happy Jeff or is this mean Jeff? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I never thought that was me, so I'm like, fucking bipolar. You're bipolar. You know what I'm saying? And I really did. I think it was just something that someone just had to create something for me. Oh, I read about this today, so yeah, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how have you ever been in those? Like, I'm not a big on zodiac signs or anything like that, but people like, oh, what sign are you? Oh, yeah, I knew it. Like, shut up. You didn't know nothing because you wouldn't have asked me. You know what I'm saying? Right. You would have been like, oh, you're an Aquarius, huh? Like, no, don't ask me and then say, oh, damn, I knew it.
They called you an aquarium? Damn.
Aquarius. I guess that was another joke. It's better than the Titanic one, that's for sure. But don't know how that's gonna go over well with the other generational talkers out there. This guy coming out. That was it. Yeah, you took a chance on it, man.
Yeah, I did take a chance on it.
Hope it stuck.
No, it didn't.
But we just want to, I guess, have this type of conversation because we never had this type of conversation. A lot of us don't have this conversation. A lot of us need to have this conversation.
Yeah, I think it needs to be normalized as like a healthy conversation. Yeah. I think people are just afraid to say like, I'm actually going through this, and then it'll just blow up and be this whole big deal. Where it's 1 in 5 adults. It's normal.
Yeah. Because, I mean, and it makes, I would have to think that it makes people feel good to know that someone cares that much. To be like, hey, man, you good, man? Something seems different, Yeah. And you be like, damn, I didn't know that they, right. That'll change it. Because, I mean, like, that's the feeling. It'd be like, and sometimes you lie. You be like, no, I'm good. I'm all right, But then you be like, damn, they noticing. That makes me feel good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that right there can change the whole course of your mental health. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that somebody cares enough about you to realize that something's different.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And sometimes that's where it starts. And sometimes that's all it takes
Mhm.
is somebody to know that you care. You know what I'm saying? And because the sad truth is a lot of people that's in those situations probably feel like nobody cares about them anyway.
Yeah.
You know, no one cares enough about me to ask if I'm all right
Mhm.
or to notice that I'm not all right. You know what I'm saying? And I do recall sometimes back when I was younger, just having issues. It'd be like little issues where I'm just upset. And you be like, I don't want to see if anybody will notice or anybody will ask me. So, you know, you putting on a little bit more. You like, you know, looking sad. You know, back in the day when you had the little, that little sad shit. And, you know, it's so common for us to hear, boy, put your lip up. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that shit carries to later on in life. Put your lip up, man. Ain't nothing wrong with you. That whole shit, like, fix your face. Shit can't be bothering you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I mean, like I said before, parents do what parents were taught, and, you know.
Mhm.
But sometimes it's not just a simple, man, fix your face. Ain't nothing wrong with you. It could just be like, hey, what's up, man? You good?
Mhm.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if a dude or if anybody, no, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? You sure? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause-
Or the floodgates will open.
yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't have to press to press,
Mhm.
I guess, is what I'm saying. Just to, you sure? Just to let you know I'm serious and I see something different. You know what I'm saying? You sure you're okay? Because it don't seem like it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all it takes, man, is just to let somebody know you care about them.
Mhm.
And that really can change the course of their mental health.
Mhm.
And
Yeah. Just normalizing conversation. That's all it takes.
yeah. But, you know, it is something as I know there's more than just black people that listen to this, but it is something that we as, you know, African Americans really do need to talk and take a bigger step into making this conversation normal and knowing that it's okay even if you have an anxiety or you know, any type of depression or stress, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all right. There's somebody else that had that too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we're still here. So, you know, let's just figure out how to maneuver. This is what I did when I was going through it, and this might help you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, especially not only African Americans, but us as men, like, fuck the macho shit. Kill that macho shit, man. Because I would rather you still be here, you know what I'm saying, healthy, stressed out, but still here, and we figure it out together, man. And I would rather that than the alternative anytime, man. So if I fuck with you out there and if I know you, like people that know me and that, you know, I don't care. I'm always the one. You good, bro? I ain't heard from you in a minute. You good? You know, or you know, like, you know, some people that really fuck with me, they're like, hey man, you good, man? It's, you know, and it's that type of relationship where, you know, it's not coming from a weird ass place, or somebody trying to clown on you.
It's natural.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, I seen something different. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's funny because it can be one of them where you saw a glimpse of something. And it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But it's like, hey, what was that about? You know what I'm saying? Then you're like, oh, no, it was just this. You're like, all right. But then in your mind, you're like, damn, this really
that was actually something. Yeah.
So, but anyway, just, you know, I guess that's what this conversation was. Is just, you know, just make ourselves more aware of, even though it's a problem, it shouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? It can be something that's normalized because a lot of people go through it, and just a lot of people don't know how to get through it. But talking about it is the first step. And just make that shit regular.
Just be open to dialogue. That's all.
Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. I almost forgot. I started getting a little, a little emotional about it, and it started taking me somewhere else. But yeah, I just really, I don't like people to go through stuff, especially if they don't have to. And I know I can't save the world, but I'm here for my world. You know what I mean? And you're big than a motherfucker in these glasses. You're right here. No. That shit was crazy. That little shit right there was crazy. Fuck with you not, man. That shit was crazy. And my prescription ain't even that big. It's just different to me.
Yeah.
Like to wear these motherfuckers, man.
That's what it looks like to actually have good eyesight.
No, I've had good eyesight. Shut the fuck up, man. Please. Damn. Why do you do that? Why are you the way you are, man? God, damn, man. You always trying to...
No, I'm just so happy that you can see.
Man. Shut your ass up, man.
You went from doing this.
Shut up.
To now, you good.
See?
You straight.
It's the people like you that bring on mental health to people and fuck them up. You got anxiety. I forgot what the fuck I was on here for, man.
I think it was to see who commented.
Yeah, and I'm on the wrong one because you it's fucking with somebody, man. But right now we're gonna see who's all getting these mugs, and here we go. Here we go. What was it? Which one was it? Was it Church Scam? 2?
2.
Or was it 1?
It
We
was
said,
2.
give me that mug.
It was.
Well, it was 1 on give me that mug, right?
Yes.
Nope, it was 2. You're right. Sorry, guys. In the comments. Here we go. Let's see. Give me that mug. Who said give me that mug? So this is in no particular order. Kai Vasquez. Give me that mug. That's 1. Maybe we should write these down. So we got Kai Vasquez. That's number 1. Andrea Pay Singer. Give me that mug. That's 2. Damn, I think it was way more than that. Wait, it was way more people that said give me that mug. Right?
No, for sure there should be more.
Danielle Crow.
There we go.
Give me that mug. Dra. That's your buddy Dra.
Yeah.
Dra Taylor.
Yeah.
Give me that mug. Ben Kimball. Number 5. Give me that mug. Corinne Gonzalez. Give me that mug.
So that's 6.
That is our number 6. So we had exactly 6 people that wanted that mug. That's crazy that the number was 6. So
they getting their mug.
We will I think the email is at the bottom of the description. So if you will send us an email on where you would like us to send that mug, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, because that's the only way we can get the mugs.
Yeah, that's the
right
easiest way. Yeah.
So send us an email on where you guys want us to send that mug, and we will send that mug. And with that being said, time to go to bed.
Time to go to bed?
I don't know. It rhymed.
I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation, this episode. I think Hope you guys learned something new. But as always, meet us in the comments. Go ahead, like, subscribe.
Gotta stop him there.
Huh.
You can't be talking about no comments. You can't talk about the comments until you in the comments. Don't talk about the comments. Nah, you're in the comment. So
you guys,
we like to. I'm gonna just do the comment part, and you can pick it back up. You know what I'm saying? You can pick it back up after you do the comment part. You are forbidden from talking about the comments. So we would like you guys to meet us in the comments and continue this conversation in the comments. Because we in the comments. We in the comments.
And while you guys are there, go ahead and like, subscribe, and go ahead and share. All right?
And share it with somebody.
Don't just keep us to yourselves. Got to share the love. Got to share us with everybody.
Yep.
All right?
Yepers.
And with that,
Yemen.
Yemen. And with that being said, Yemen.
All they do is yap, 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 all out the mouth. I don't understand what you really talking about. If you ain't talking about the dollar, what you talking about? All they do is yap,
point where you're
yap,
just kind of
yap,
like
yap,
straight up and be
yap.
like, actually, I was lying to you about this.
Not
No?
really.
No?
I guess it's toxic once you find out. You know, this dude's been lying to me, or this chick's been lying to me the whole time. Now what do you do? So I guess it becomes toxic if you stay. Like, it's only a lie, you know, or whatever.
Well, no, it depends on what they were trying to cover up with their lie.
I don't know if it matters, man. There's some things, man, that it's just a lie is a lie. And once you find out, you're like, well, fuck, man, what else?
Yeah, it's
What
true.
else have you been lying?
It's true.
Bars, why you spit to them dance songs? You won't go far. It's not a trap song. I don't like working with them because